going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are Geek for All, and we are here for another Varia video. Now, we've done a fair number of these already. In fact, every piece of product that you see displayed in front of you here, we have done a video for, a review video. We have opened each of these decks that you see in front of you. We've even opened that starter kit that's up top. So what could we possibly be here for now? These are the decks that are out, right? Well, no, because as we talked about in the gameplay video that we did, or gameplay stream, I should say, that we did, which you can find linked right up at the top. You can check that out. We played a game of Varia on Tabletopia with our friend Dave over at twitch.tv/DAM314. So shout outs to Dave. What an incredible human being. And there was a Kickstarter going on at that time, which we talked about, and we said we were going to put our money where our mouth was and participate in that Kickstarter, as we encouraged you to do the same if you were able. And it's finally time. So this box is not, it's just a box. So it wasn't on camera, but it's now going to be, because I'm going to go into it and take out the contents. Because, I mean,
Whoa.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
I love it. I love it very, very much. I love the box itself. If you have played other card games, it is a great, this is a great type of storage box that you may have seen similarly in other games, but this is just so cool. I love the art on this thing. So there's that side. There's obviously all the different sides. Look at that as well. And we'll get into each of these individually as we go along to review these individual decks because, spoilers, I guess. We'll be reviewing one deck in this video, and then we'll be reviewing all the other ones in subsequent videos in the coming weeks. And you're going to want to stay tuned because if you're interested in buying these decks for yourself, like I said, just keep watching. You might get a little bit of a reward for watching our video today, so definitely do that. Then there's all the legalese and stuff on the bottom. And then on the top, there's two things. There's, I guess I can do it sideways. There's the Varia logo, but also there's this little note. And at first I thought that this would be just to us, but it's not. But I actually appreciate that it was covering up that, so you get to That's uncover cool. the little symbols there. So I will remove this tape that is here, and then I will show off what we got. So it might not... I know...
Move it a little bit closer, maybe, so they can...
Yeah.
See it better.
So it says, "Thank you so much for your support. This product exists because of your generosity, and we are so grateful that you believed in us and our vision. We hope you enjoy stepping into the shoes of our latest classes. Good luck, and may the dice always fall in your favor. Sincerely, Sean Dunn and Anthony Tessitore." So shout outs to Sean and Ant. It was, they are the owners of Guildhouse Games, the creators of Varia. I'm going to rip into this, so that we can kind of look at these, because this is, it's a package, right? It's got some heft to it because there are some cards in here. And I think what we can do is, I'm not really going to be able to do this in any particular order. I'm just going to have to do it in the order that it came in. But I think we can do one card per video of these, maybe.
Oh, okay.
That'd be kind of cool.
Sure.
So we can show off the fact that these promo cards existed, and then... Like I said, we can do kind of one per video. In fact, give me one moment and I can quickly count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe in the last video we'll do 2. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
So we start with this.
Whoa, what?
Alt Art Foil Cosmic Denial.
She is very angry.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. A lot. That's so cool looking. It's, if this is a painting, that's insane. Because it just looks like a photograph.
Yeah, it looks like a photo that they, digitally changed so that it could be a foil art.
And, I mean, it says art at the bottom. It credits an art at the bottom. Or artist, I suppose, at the bottom. So, it's unclear. Because it could be... like you said, a photographic artwork, or artwork done off of a photograph, or it could be actual art. And either way, that is amazing. So like I said, there's a whole stack here. We will get into the rest of those in the coming weeks. So first of all, hi, if you want to see all these videos in the coming weeks, make sure that you subscribe and ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, including these videos, which will be every Monday for however many weeks it takes for us to finish off these videos. Thank God that by the time I was done with that spiel, I did in fact open this box, or open the wrapping for this box.
This plastic.
It did take me a bit, but I got there. So we can, which, I mean, hey, that's a testament, right?
Yeah.
That means it's packed quite well. So we will open this box. Beautiful. And then inside, I'll do it sideways so that you can see everything that's in here.
Yeah, that's really cool.
We get all of the decks. And not only that, but there's like a little bit of space here, and you can think to yourself, wow, they could have at least made the box like perfectly sized. Well, they kind of did, because in there is some dice. You have at least 1d6 and 1d4, because if you're unfamiliar with how Varia works, you need d6s and d4s. And, if you need to roll multiple, you can just roll the same one twice or get more for yourself. But, just to make sure that you're able to play the game fully, they did that for you. So let's take these decks out, and I guess I'm looking for... I want to look for the one that I'm going to review. Yeah, there it is. Actually, the second one I looked at. So let's go ahead and review this fourth blade. Now, again, for those of you that may be familiar, and or for those of you that checked out the background here, the fourth blade, well, that sounds interesting, doesn't it? Because we already have a sixth blade. In fact, it's right over here. And instead of me like linking to the specific one, I'll since I haven't done it in a bit, I'll say if you click up in the top corner now, you will be able to see that there is the playlist of us reviewing all of these decks. And you should definitely check that out if Varia is something you're interested in, because we had a blast reviewing all of those cards.
Yes.
I can also...
And there were so many.
Yes, very much so. So yeah, this is the fourth blade deck. Oh, and it's packaged on the inside as well. It's all wrapped up in here. But you can see the art of it. I want to see if there's a description for the... oh, there is. Okay, so this... Yes, similar to the sixth blade, which I actually really appreciate. I really liked the sixth blade because the complexity of the deck seemed really cool. It was a deck that cared about defensive magic because the hat on the sixth blade was also the shield for that character, if you recall. And so it was... I had
forgotten.
Yes,
so
and so...
for reminding me.
Happily. So it was very defensive while being able to be offensive off of that. So it was very complex in that way, and if you look down at the bottom here, the deck difficulty is listed as 5 out of 5 advanced. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate the complexity of that. And then the little tagline at the back here says, forget everything you know about collectible card games. In Varia, there aren't any minions to protect you or walls to hide behind. You raise the shield. You cast the spell. You swing for the win with your weapon of choice. If you want to unleash an absolutely killer solo, you'll have to turn it up to 11 yourself. Because... if you couldn't tell from the art, this is their bard-based character. The fourth blade, who is...
It's not really a blade, it's more of an axe.
Yeah, very nice. Holy crap. Nicely done. I love it. Look at that face on there.
It's pretty sick.
It is killer right there. I love that. And
is that what happens when, like, you find the pick of destiny and you, like, use it to play a guitar, only the same guitar, but, like, forever?
Okay.
It just, like, turns into this, like, demon guitar.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
If you do not get the reference to the pick of destiny, let us know in the comments. We would be happy to explain it to you. I love, look at this. It was so tightly packed, but there's this little tab right here. So you can just pull it all the way around. It does give you a little... descriptor on the back here with this card of the turn structure. Obviously, the full rules are online, or if you buy that starter set that's up there, you can get the rules as well. But yeah, look at this. Look at how easily that came off.
Beautiful.
And then you just...
That's the kind of stuff I like, because I'm terrible with opening stuff.
right off. I love that. Beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so this will be our first review. What do we think of this art? I love it.
It's crazy, man.
I love the colors. I love the purple. The purple, I mean, purple's my favorite color, first of all. We'll throw that out there. But the purple magic coming off is fantastic.
It's so metal.
Really metal. Okay, so then let's get into this review. Oh, and it talks about the fourth blade. Hell yes. Good. Look at this. It's lore. Okay, so it says, the fourth blade of Miyamune is both the weapon and its wielder. Miyamune, the realm world of Forge, sends his blades... Realm Lord of Forge, sends his blades to various realms to fight and report their observations back to him in his constant quest to perfect his smithing art. One report told Miyamune of bards, dagger-wielding, lute-playing, silver-tongued musicians. Struck with inspiration and caring more about his own vision than accuracy to the original, he crafted his fourth blade as a combined chord dagger and electric bass guitar and built a golem with flair to match. The fourth blade slices its way from realm to realm, learning songs and fighting styles for its unique, quote, singing blade technique, which channels sound into deadly assaults. Its more recent reports are from the outer canopy of Rune, where it observes the unending battle between Themyscira and Dagon. I hope I said all of those things correctly, but anyway, that seems awesome.
Yeah.
And we start with Yort's baseline. Amazing. Amazing. Let me go ahead and just go like that, I guess. Yeah, that works. Yort's baseline. It is a magical block sonic lightning.
Nice.
Which is amazing. What do we think of this art? I love it. I think that it looks much more golden, like his armor and stuff looks much more golden in this art than it did in the, I was going to say either the two arts, but they're the same art, just one more zoomed in than the other.
And the background, I don't know, it has more of like a steampunky type feel.
Okay.
Emphasis on the punk because of the, the guitar.
Guitar, sure.
Mohawk, but...
I love his, wings or whatever these are coming off of him.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't fully get it, but if you look at the art here as well, he's got it down here and up here. It's little skeletal wings almost, but there's no skin connecting them.
It makes me think of rock stars in the 70s that had scarves or almost maypole style
frilly
ribbons.
Outfits. Sure.
No.
Oh.
Maypole style ribbons attached to their mic stand or whatever.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So it kind of makes me think of that, but there's electricity in between them.
Okay. And the flavor text basically on the bottom of the card says, the eagle dives with open claws and beak. Her shadow grows too wide for prey to run.
Beak?
Yeah, the eagle dives with open claws and beak. So I take that because it's what does that have to do with this? Well, it sounds like a lyric to me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I love that. That's really cool. Okay, so that's Yort's baseline. There's more than one Yort's baseline. In fact, there are 3 Yort's baselines. Here's Livewire, which is a fantastic name for a card. Love that. I love that this is the cord that's coming out of his face that it looks like he's throwing.
Oh, okay. I see, here.
Yeah.
It's...
You can't see that your hand is pointing back there, but yeah.
This original art that we saw, it's, connected to the swords.
Yeah.
That are over here.
Yeah, which is awesome. So,
That's
sure enough,
here.
The sword is flying.
Yeah, right through here.
I love it. And it's a physical attack tactic, and it's got reach. If you start at this moment engaged with your target, this action cannot miss due to distance, because, of course, it's on a string or on the live wire, so you can throw it even if they have backed away from you or are not currently engaged with you. Really awesome.
They kind of look more like fingernails now, and it's kind of gross.
No, it's coming off like the back of the hand, right? You can see like his hand is up like this, and it's coming off the back of the hand.
Yeah, and like you can see here that like it's a whole hand.
Yeah.
And then down here, like at the wrist, is where it's connected.
Yeah, which is awesome. So that is live wire. I like this a lot, and you can really see the guitar there.
Yeah.
Or the bass, I guess.
Great.
Excuse me. Really cool. Okay, and there's more than one live wire as well. 2, 3. Oh, wow. Screeching Thunder. Okay, so is this the eagle then? We talked about the eagle earlier, right? The eagle dives with open claws and beak. Her shadow grows too wide for prey to run. I mean, that's amazing. It's a magical attack sonic lightning called Screeching Thunder. And it's got reach again. And to amplify it, you discard 2 cards. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I don't know where this bird came from, but I love it. Like, it's got the sword in it, and it looks like the wire is coming out of the back of its head. So maybe he's attacking it, but it looks like it's like got the same power structure as he does.
Well, it looks like its body is like a subwoofer.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Okay. It's just, I'm just like, it looks like the cord is going through and the sword is going through its mouth. So is it like spearing it through the back of the head, like he's attacking it? Or is it like this is just one of the weapons that he has at the end of the live wire and he throws it at them?
So.
I think so too. And I love it. That's so cool. How badass is that? Okay. This is great. I'm very pleased that this is the one that we picked first. I love it.
What a pretty color scheme, too.
Hell yeah. Purple and gold and...
Yeah, and these sort of like very light yellows that really draw your eye to the face of the eagle and stuff. Yeah, very cool.
Love that. Ooh, my God. Okay, so yeah, here's the eagle again, or the subwoofer again. Rock out. Rock out indeed. Look at that. Holy crap. Magical Sonic Lightning card. And then again, so it seems like there's another amplified discard a card thing. So I wonder if there are benefits to you having stuff in your discard. Because you have to be discarding cards to make some of these spells work more effectively, I guess I can say. And then, of course, there's flavor text that says, all full of meat and bones, they stretch the wings that soon will carry them to meet the sun.
Nice.
Which, again, sounds like a pretty cool lyric.
Right.
What do we think of this art? I mean, like, I think it's phenomenal, but I can't...
Yeah, it's sick.
I love how it matches the frame, the card frame as well.
Yeah. I love how, like, you just see kind of details.
Yeah.
Glowing.
Yep.
Like, it's lit with a black light.
Yeah, okay. Or, yeah, I mean, and it, like, at a concert, right? All the lights are out, and, like, they just have the black light on, or, like, their clothing is lit in certain places, and so, wow. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. If we look at this, he doesn't have the things.
What things?
The things. They're not here.
Oh.
So it must be like on his back or something, the bird. Right? Because the wings are here on him.
Okay.
And then when the bird comes out, they're not there anymore. They're not on him anymore.
Maybe playing the music, like, makes it turn into a bird.
I don't know. It's so cool, whatever it is. But yeah, because if you notice, like, he doesn't have it coming off of him in this picture either, which is kind of what made me notice it. So, okay, I'm figuring things out. If you have more information for us that you've heard somewhere or that you can surmise, as always, let us know in the comments down below. Okay. Ooh, signature solo.
Ooh.
This is all very rocker based. I like this a lot.
I love the background in this one too.
Okay.
It's sort of like a sort of twilight sky kind of thing.
Okay.
Like you said, it really kind of sets that like emo mood,
Sure. Oh my God. Yeah. She takes the choicest morsels to her chicks. They gorge in silence under watchful eyes.
Ew.
God, Amy loves birds so much, everybody. Just loves them. Go check out Video Games for All, another channel of ours, linked down in the description box below. And you can see in our Pokemon playthrough, she really just loves birds so much. That is cool. Okay, and this is going to be one of the tokens then. Because it says when you plan this action, create a signature solo token in the next available moment. Repeat this 2 additional times.
Wow.
Very
That's
awesome.
a lot of solos.
Right? I mean, the solo just goes on for a while, right? Right in the middle of the song, typically.
Yeah, I mean, but so why would you have 3?
I mean, it's his signature. So the encores?
Okay.
I don't know. So, hey,
It's just that good.
I guess I have no other better place to put this, but if you check, there should be a link in the description down below and or at the bottom of this page here. If you go and check out if this deck seems interesting to you and any of the other decks that we're going to be reviewing over the next few weeks, if you go to guildhousegamesllc.com/shop, you can pre-order these decks for yourself right now. And before you go and do that, if you're watching our video, you get the exclusive knowledge that you can also use our promo code. We are being sponsored by Guildhouse Games for this particular aspect, so thank you to them for that. But you can use the code GEEK4ALL. That's geek, the number 4, all one word, correct, at checkout, and you will get 10% off your order. That is exactly what we did for the starter set as well. So if you got to see that video, it is the exact same deal. And we really appreciate Guildhouse Games for letting us know that that deal would still be available for all of our viewers for that. So thank you so much for being here. Obviously, we have more deck to go. So we hope that you will stick around and see if this is something that interests you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll keep that down at the bottom for you. If that is something that interests you, definitely make sure to go to guildhousegamesllc.com/shop, and you can pre-order any and all of these that you wish, and make sure you use Geek for All for 10% off.
I would say, maybe we don't know. Do we know if the promo code is case sensitive? Like, do they have to put a capital G and a capital A?
I would doubt it. Okay. But I don't want to steer anyone wrong. So you will see it on the screen with a capital G and a capital A. Try it with those. Okay. We are good with this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this. This is, oh my God. Enthralling Lights. This costs 5 action points. Because, which probably means it's good. Usually that means it's good.
Yeah.
It's a magical light card, so that makes perfect sense. Wow, it's so gorgeous. You know, it's funny, we've been playing X-Men Legends over on this channel, on our streams every Thursday, with this month, and then, or so it'll be this Thursday when you're watching this, and then from then on, it'll be Fridays, as our streams typically are, from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern time, but Enthralling Lights reminds me of Dazzler, one of the X-Men, who, not in that particular game, but still, but that is awesome. Force everyone disengaged from you to engage you.
Oh.
That is brilliant because they get enthralled by the lights.
Man.
And so they walk towards you. They're attracted by it. That is amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. Wow.
And that picture is sick.
Yeah, really amazing. I love the art. I even love how it's kind of more concentrated the closer it gets in, where it's like a little bit more washed out the further away it is. Mm-hmm. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to kind of look like an eye, but also just kind of look like this sort of amorphous,
sure,
interesting, enthralling,
yes,
thing that it takes your attention because you're curious as to what you're even seeing.
It's gorgeous. And even the I like the fact that there's like it's like circular in the background, but then there's also the straight rays coming off of the center figure as well.
Yeah.
Really badass. So cool looking. I love that. Okay. Yes, please. All right, so that's 2 enthralling lights as well. Followed by ooh, Jumpstart My Heart.
Wow.
Fantastic. And this one costs an action point and health.
Oh.
Blood. It needs blood to activate. It is Magical Life Lightning. Amazing.
Sick.
I love it. Oh, you and your allies regain 1 action point and 1 health point at the end of the action. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Look gorgeous. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to... Okay, so it looked like he was being attacked, but no, he's just like leaning back into this like solo or whatever, or this riff that he's playing, and he's getting hit in the chest with a bolt of lightning or electricity or something. Amazing. I actually really love the like mist kind of coming off of the bottom there. Like you can tell it's like an impact crater essentially, right?
Yeah.
Where like the lightning or the electricity is hitting him in the chest and then just pulsing out from him is this like mist or whatever. I love that. Where it's like, like a fog machine on the stage or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just being dissipated by this like shockwave in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, this is cool. It's kind of like Frankenstein monster-esque a little bit. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe these things on the hands are kind of like weather vanes.
Okay.
A little
weird.
bit.
Well, actually, I love what the card does. So yes, I talked about that you and your allies regain 1 action point and 1 health point, but it says whenever you hit with or are hit by a lightning action, if Jumpstart My Heart is in your discard pile, return it to your hand and regain 1 action point and 1 health point. Nice. So this is one of the cards that you'd very much be happy to discard to your earlier spells that we were talking about, because then you just are like, okay, I got to hit with a lightning spell or try to get hit with a lightning spell, right, and then I can get those cards back very quickly.
And that's definitely the title of a song.
Jumpstart My Heart? Absolutely. Agreed. And there's more than one of those. Come on, you. Okay. Ooh, and then we've got, of course, the signature art for this deck is the 4th Blades Finale, because every good song needs one. It's a Sonic Lightning card, and it doesn't cost anything. It says, before you pay to perform this action, you may search your forgotten pile for a lightning or Sonic action and combine it with this action. That is amazing. And again, incentivizes you to have things in your graveyard, right? Or excuse me, your discard pile. I apologize. Really, really awesome. Really cool. And I mean, again, we've talked about this art already, but it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
And now it makes a bit more sense, the coloration of this versus the other ones, right? Where we were saying like, oh, well, the other ones are like gold, but this one's like dark. And it's like, it's because it's like twilighty, right? Because it's the end. It's the finale.
Well, and there's these like flames at the bottom, like pyro.
Yes.
That I guess goes off at the end.
Well, plus
the finale.
Yeah, and I guess if this golem here is backlit, then it makes a bit of sense, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I like it. Then we have Spell Piercer. Now, we were actually at PAX Unplugged a few weekends ago.
Yes.
And we got to meet up with Sean, who was, as we mentioned earlier, one of the 2 creators of this game. He was at his booth and it looked incredible. They did an amazing job there. And so if you get out to a PAX Unplugged in the future, I'm sure that they will be trying to get out to those. Plus, maybe check on their socials or their website, etc. And you'll find out if they're going to any conventions near you, because seeing the spectacle of how they set up their booth was definitely something to see. So I encourage you all to.
Yeah, the setup was very eye-catching.
Yeah.
Very appealing. Very nice.
And
very
not
well done.
Right. And not a surprise, but they're of course very enthusiastic about the game. And if you have any questions or you want to try it out, that's definitely the place to be. So, following his embarrassing defeat at the Battle of Westmarsh, King Gesserit ordered the creation of lances specifically designed for piercing magical barriers, which is just awesome.
That's legit.
Right? But anyway, the reason I mentioned that we got to meet Sean was mentioning that these decks are going to have some of the duplicative cards. So when we reviewed all the other decks from season 1, if you will, with Dragon Knight as the finale of season 1, Dragon Knight was fully themed around the Dragon Knight, whereas the other decks, Divine Paladin, Sixth Blade, etc., had the specific cards that were themed around their main character, but then had some generic cards as well that were shared by other decks also.
Yeah.
And Sean mentioned that they've gotten a lot of feedback on the fact that people preferred the Dragon Knight aspect where it's fully themed, but that,
it just didn't work out that way.
Right, which is totally fine, right? That was, that's not a problem whatsoever. But here is Spell Piercer, which I have to assume, based on the art and based on the fact that there is a spell sword in this set of decks that we're going to be reviewing for Season 2, I have to imagine that this is the first of our kind of more generic or duplicative cards for the different decks. But I love this art, and I love the flavor text. I love the story behind it. This action's damage can't be prevented by magical actions, which is awesome. And we've got Weeping Cut. Wow. Is that we're seeing from inside the cut at the thing that did the cutting?
Ew, what?
That is amazing. The Fenju Daimyo taxes each of Forge's family-owned factories based on its annual production. Each family lives in constant fear of failure to turn over their assessed share. Whether paid in gold or blood, the Fenju Daimyo always collects its dues.
Cool.
Jesus. And again, this costs 5 action points. Wow. I mean, it's pretty busted. On a hit, you apply 3 bleeding to your target as well.
Wow.
Really sick. And the fact that, it's so gross in like the best way, but the fact that this art is you looking out through an open wound at the thing that wounded, oh my God, or created the wound. So gross.
Yeah.
In the best way. Hey, speaking of names of songs, Ride the Lightning.
What an awesome art.
Right? My God.
First of all, I love horses, so...
Right?
And this horse looks incredible.
Yeah.
With this purple lighting all around it.
Yeah, I love that.
Beautiful.
Ooh, and look at I love that, it's a fast action, and it says if this action is the first action planned in a moment, only fast actions can be planned in that moment, which is amazing. Cool. So you get, if you get the jump with this card... which again matches the frame of the card perfectly again with that art. Insane. Then you just get to jump on your opponent. You're like, well, I hope you have a fast card to respond to this because here you go. That's really awesome. Okay. Then we have Air Blast. Again with these colors, man. The blues and the purples really starting to stand out. I love it. Well, starting to. Really seem to stand out, and I love it. Ever had the wind knocked out of you? By wind? It's exhausting. Quote from Hashimoto Jiro. Yeah, it's an air blast, all right. A magical attack air. I like it. And of course, the attack up here is great. The D6 plus 4 seems awesome.
Yeah.
Really strong. Okay. Then we have a Switch Step Edge. Look at her.
Yeah.
Love it. I love that face that she's making. And I also love the little assassin's dagger or the hidden dagger here. Oh, and it makes perfect sense. Care to dance? They're playing our song by Valishade, the Duchess of Daggers. So yeah, I would not care to dance with you, Duchess of Daggers. I feel like I'm going to get stabbed. Okay.
She likes your dancing.
I guess. And again, very tactical. You may plan this action as if it had fast, as long as you plan it as a replacement for another action. So it's a nice way to, like, you know, kind of sneak in there, if you will, and get him, as the art kind of implies.
Okay.
Lightning Overload.
Wow.
Jesus.
The colors in this are amazing.
Right?
I love that you can tell, even in what would seem like poor lighting,
Yeah.
the green of this man's skin.
Yeah.
And just, like, how much of a light source this lightning is.
Absolutely.
I feel like in a lot of these other arts, the lightning looks beautiful, but it doesn't give off light in the way that it does in this piece.
Sure. I also love the flavor text that says, metal armor? This is almost too easy. Quote from Stormcaller Yivo.
Yeah.
Metal sure does conduct electricity.
It sure does.
And if you're wearing it, you're going to have a bad time. I'll tell you what. That is awesome. And it's a magical attack lightning. What a surprise. So again, nice that that you have this card. But again, nice to know that this seems to be one of the more generic ones. So hopefully some of the other decks would have this as well. So that, you know, either you incentivize your opponent to not hit you with lightning, or if they have to, and you have the card that benefits from you getting hit by lightning, you can just return it to your hand from your discard, which is great. And there's more than one of those, so that's awesome. Whoops. We have a dodge. Seems pretty classic. +6 to whether it hits or not. Or, yeah, so giving you the ability to dodge it because it's a physical block dexterity. It says, welcome to your first day of combat training. Today, we will learn how to dodge. Tomorrow, we will learn how to dodge. The day after that, we will learn how to dodge. This will continue until I no longer believe that my work in training you will be undone by any oaf with a blade.
Nice.
Said by General Zyth, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Dodge is pretty important. It's even mentioned twice in the D's of dodgeball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Anyway. Ooh. Crow's Piercing Fang.
That is gorgeous.
Right? And it costs 3 action points, but also 2 blood, 2 health points. Oh. That is amazing. And it's a magical attack, Draconic Order. Amazing.
Yeah, because I guess it's like some kind of a staff or whatever, but this dragon's tooth is like
the tip
on the end of it.
Amazing. I love it. This action and your target's action lose all power and focus dice until end of turn. Wow. Look at that. I like that a lot. Oh, and there's I was about to say, there's more than one. There's not. There's Crow's Piercing Fang and Ing's Piercing Fang. I love that. Look at that.
So cool.
Oh, and it's even better. So this is Draconic Order. That's Draconic Chaos.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, I love that. And so this one says, the Ing's Piercing Fang says, this action and your target's action have their base power and focus become 0/0 until end of turn. So this makes them lose all power and focus dice. That one just makes them become 0/0 until end of turn. That's really awesome. Wow. Okay. I love that. More of that, please. Unfazed. Look at him. He looks pretty unfazed.
Yeah.
Do you like these little devils?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
They're adorable.
I knew it. I'm waiting to be impressed, he says. They literally have like a chain wrapped around his neck, and they're stabbing him. While this other dude is getting strangled, he is unfazed. Oh, in fact, look, it's both, right? This guy's trying to strangle him, where this guy is getting strangled and looks like he's not enjoying it. This guy's trying to stab him, whereas this guy's getting stabbed and looks like he's not enjoying it.
Right.
So it's both. I love that. Very nice. And meanwhile, this dude's just a badass.
Yeah. I love how, like, homemade his armor looks.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
then he's got like his belt tied on.
Yep.
And this like little skull cap thing that I'm not really sure.
Could just be a bandana and we just can't see it tied in the back, but something like that.
He looks very much like rough and tumble.
Yeah.
And just like, this is, you know, he's unfazed.
Yeah, he's a badass. I love him.
He doesn't care about like stuff looking tip top.
Nope.
He just cares about
getting the job done.
Effectiveness.
Yeah.
And just, you know, if these little things are nipping at his heels, he's going to let them nip because he just doesn't give a shit.
Nope. And I love that it's a physical stamina card because, like, if you have good enough stamina, you're not really fazed by little things like this. You know, but it's at the moment that you're like exhausted where like even the littlest things are going to be like, oh God, I'm sorry, please. You know, like I absolutely can understand that. Ooh. So here we go with the weapons or the items. So here is the weapon item Whip Dagger for the 4th blade of Miyamune. It's a physical attack tactics. So again, for people who are unfamiliar, when you play this, you get your item cards that are always available to you, that are in your character section, or specific to your character. And yeah, this one's awesome. If the 4th blade of Miyamune would be ruined, you lose 5 health points instead. Ooh. You like really need this.
Yeah.
Wow. But, you know, it's got 4 and +4 and +4 to both of the dice, which is amazing. I love that. It looks so cool. Yeah, really cool. I love that he's like just like kind of relaxed sitting in the background or taking a break or whatever. And that like the light is shining on it. I mean, you're the one that typically talks about like light sourcing and perspective and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like this light is behind it, but obviously it creates its own light with its like the black or the purple power that's coming off of it. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, but it's also like way off in the distance.
Yes.
You know, it really gives you this sense that like he's deep in a cavern somewhere.
Yes, definitely. Absolutely. That's what it looks like. Or, you know, to me, like maybe he's under the stage.
Oh, yeah. And that's like a stage light.
Sure, maybe.
Yeah,
well, either a stage light or like where he comes up to start the show.
Yeah, like
right?
a trap
like comes
door.
up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought of. I mean, yes, it more looks like a cave, right? There's like obviously like rocks over here and over here, but like I just like to imagine that he's under the stage, right? He's a performer, and so
that works too.
Let me know in the comments, which do you think it is? And then okay, so then we move on from the items, and we are on to the stacks. And so we start with the fatigue and molten. So fatigue we've seen before, molten we have not.
Right.
And then I believe there's a back to these as well. There is not. Sorry. That is the Varia card back. But again, we haven't really looked at it yet. So there you go if you haven't seen it before. We have confused and bleeding. So we saw that card that said if it hits, add 3 bleeding. I haven't seen this art for bleeding before. And this art for confused is awesome. Yeah. Wow. Your actions treat allies as if they are enemies instead because you're confused.
Oh, shit.
Wow, that's awesome.
All right.
That's so cool. Okay. And then we move on to the signature solo token. So here's I mentioned that we would have a signature solo token. Here it is.
Yeah, and it does have the same art as the other signature solo card that creates this token.
But because it's a token, one, it says token at the bottom here, but also the outline, the frame is like a little bit different. Yeah. So the background of the title of the card and etc. a little bit different to let you know or let you see that it is in fact a token. There's more than one of those.
Also, it has the letter T at the bottom. Did you mention that?
I said it says token here, but yes, you're absolutely right. In the middle of the circle. Thank you. 4th Blade's finale token as well. Okay. Ooh, whoa. Gorgeous. Look at that. A physical persuasion token with enthralled. Like a moth to a flame, you'll seek fortune and fame as you're drawn toward the glitter of gold. There will be none to blame but yourself as you're tamed by the spirit you willingly sold.
Wow.
That line is gorgeous as well. That little poem there. I love that. Plus that eye looks incredible, of course. Wow. Okay. And then, of course, they do this a lot, or they've done this with these decks. If you need dice, you can cut out and assemble. But if you get the full box, as you saw, it comes with at least one of each, which even if you're playing against somebody else and they don't have dice, you can like trade off if you only have one of each. And then, you know, if you like the game enough, try to get yourself a set of dice. They're cheap-ish, but of course, you know, I'm not going to judge anybody for financial choices. God knows we've been there and maybe are still currently there, depending on the situation. So absolutely. But it's really cool that they at least put this in there so that no matter what, you have a way to play their game.
Yeah.
Which is great. And then again, on the back, it's the turn structure as well. So, I mean, you might need to like take a picture of this or something if you're going to cut it up so that you can make the dice, but still it at least helps you out. And then you can like look online for the rules as well, the like little PDF or whatever. So Amy, what did you think of this deck so far? Or not so far, but today?
So cool. Like I thought I would have more to say on the art, but it's just so out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That like I can't really apply the same sorts of like historical meaning to this in the way that I did with all of these decks.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's very, I mean, you mentioned like very steampunky, right? But so, there's not like, it's not fully.
So what am I supposed to talk about? The Industrial Revolution? No.
You could have. But yeah, I mean, hey, look. The other thing about this video, it's been down there the whole time, right? There's the link and the code. So definitely don't forget, if you want to get this deck for yourself and or any of the other ones that we will be reviewing over the coming weeks, don't forget to sub and ring that bell. You can check out guildhousegamesllc.com/shop and pre-order any or all of these decks for yourselves. And if you use the code GEEK4ALL, that's geek, the number 4, all, no spaces, you will get 10% off. Again, huge thank you to Guildhouse Games, as we saw earlier, to Sean and Ant for giving us this opportunity. Of course, we're
so appreciative.
Yes, and we were happy to get these decks, obviously. So that's awesome. And hey, we will be back next week with whatever the next deck is that we're choosing to review, because, you know, it's going to be a surprise. So that has been the 4th blade of Miyamune. I hope that you enjoyed. As always, we would love to hear any and all thoughts that you might have in the comment section down below. If you do get these decks for yourself, first of all, let us know. Definitely tell us. We would love to congratulate you on being able to pre-order these. All the information on the pre-orders, like when to expect them and etc., can be found on the website when you go do the pre-orders. We checked on there ourselves earlier today, and it looks smooth as butter. So definitely go check that out if it's something that interests you. The pre-orders should, right? I recommend that you go get them as soon as you know that you want them, but the pre-orders should be up until all of our videos are done, so that if you really want to see all of the videos of all of these openings before deciding whether or not to purchase them, or deciding which ones you might want to purchase. That's totally understandable, but then make sure, like I said, that you are subbed and have that bell rung so that you get that notification as soon as that 7th and final video comes out, because we don't want you to miss out on the opportunity if you are waiting until the end. So that is going to be the end of this particular video. Thank you all so very much for watching. I truly hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, we'll see you next week. Hey, because, you know, when we filmed this, we hope that everybody had a very happy holiday season. Yes. And we are going into the new year. The next time you see us will be after the new year, if you are here for just these videos. So happy new year to you if we miss you. But don't forget, we are live every Monday and Friday right here on this channel, Geek for All. Playing, or from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. On Mondays, we play Magic the Gathering Arena, so if you're fans of card games in general, you can check us out doing that. And then on Thursdays, this Thursday, and then Fridays after that going forward, as I said, we are currently playing through X-Men Legends, and when we're done with that, who knows? We will see. So definitely, we would love to see you. Come say hi in chat. Let us know that you're there and hanging out. We really do appreciate it. But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.